guys, Joe Tunney here at the all-new Honda of Seattle, here in downtown Seattle, overlooking Safeco Field. And downtown Seattle Mariners are about to start a game, and the Honda is about to start something new as well. They've just introduced today, in fact, the all-new 2016 Honda Pilot, and it's completely reimagined for 2016. It shares absolutely nothing in common with the outgoing 2015 Pilot model, and has an entirely different personality from the outgoing Pilot. In fact, has an entirely different personality than anything Honda makes right now. I'm going to pop the hood. We're going to start there. At 280 horsepower, it's quite powerful. But one of the great features of the all-new Pilot is the chassis. The chassis on this car is amazingly strong and much stronger than anything else Honda makes, and that pays some pretty serious dividends that we'll discover as we walk around. Again, 280 horsepower married to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and so that's the package that you're going to get on the LX and EX model. This is an EX here. As you get higher levels of equipment, that 6-speed transmission turns into a 9-speed automatic transmission. The result is this one's going to get, with all-wheel drive, 19 miles per gallon in the city and 26 miles per gallon out on the open road, where you'll get a click more, 1 more mile per gallon in town with the 9-speed automatic transmission. So a modest benefit, but a benefit to be had. 280 horsepower, though, in a vehicle this big and that kind of gas mileage is actually exceptionally good fuel economy. Taking a look inside. Very spacious in the front, and so although it shares obviously a lot with it's like the Honda Accord, like the Honda CR-V, it doesn't feel like a elongated compact sport utility. It feels like a big full-size sport utility. When you get inside, you know, obviously this isn't nearly as big as like a Toyota Sequoia, but when you get inside, it feels like almost as big inside as far as pure passenger space and comfort. Really nice modern layout. A lot of times these technological features like the interface for navigation or what have you can look a little bit dated even on a brand new car. You know, I think at the top of the spectrum would be Audi. They've, you know, their systems look really gorgeous, but the Honda, it's a very attractive, for a not expensive car, it's a very attractive and modern layout, and the very simple as Honda likes, but it doesn't look anything. It's great, actually. It's a really nice interior on this car. In the middle row, now the middle row isn't gigantic. I mean, I have the seat all the way back, and I'm 6 feet tall and all that, but in the back seat, I'm in the middle row. Again, at 6 feet tall, I'm in pretty good shape, even with the seat all the way back. But the if I was much taller than that, I don't know, it might be a little bit of a pinch to get comfortable, but the overall, I would say, compared to everything else in the category, it's pretty consistent with what everybody else has going on in the second row. It's the third row that pays the big dividends. Now, as I jump into the third row, and then I close this, again, I'm 6 feet tall. I actually have more room than I have in the second row. And so the third row isn't just spacious, it's incredibly spacious for a third row. And so I'm 6 feet tall. I have 4 inches of headroom. I have 3 inches between my knees and the seat. And if I had another person in the back here, honestly, I could squeeze 3 people back here if they weren't too big. But 2 full-size adults would be all kinds of comfortable back here, and that's no joke. And when you look at other, these kind of 3/4 size sport utilities, just none of them are comfortable in the third row seat. And so very impressive. And so that's where that chassis rigidity comes in. That super duper strong architecture means Honda can build a car without using so many cross members and so much metal and so much material that compromises the interior space. It's incredibly strong, but then very open. And we're seeing that across the spectrum of all these new Hondas. You know, they came out with the Fit just about a year or so ago, and man, you open up that tiny car and it's cavernous inside. And then they come out with the HR-V, again, based on the Fit platform, and it seems quite modestly proportioned outside, and then you jump inside and there's a world of space. And then this continues that theme of Honda really doing some amazing things. This car has a small footprint on the outside, but it's super large on the inside. And so also the seats fold down in the back flat, In fact, the second and third row seats fold flat. So I'm super duper comfortable in the back, and I could have a St. Bernard here on the right side, and I'm in great shape. Also, you have further storage beneath the bin right here, and so tons and tons of extra space. I would probably just take this out personally and just go just with this. Coming on around, and we'll take a look at the passenger side. And so we have that great lane watch feature. And so the lane watch feature is the camera on the right-hand side of the vehicle. So when I turn on the right turn signal, I actually see what's going on in the contiguous or neighboring lane, so that I don't feel like I'm going to bump into somebody just because I'm in a bigger car that's a proportion that I'm not necessarily accustomed to. Come take a look inside. I'm going to jump around to the driver's seat. So, push button start, digital climate control in the back as well. Very, very modern layout. Everything looks the part of a 2016 cutting-edge vehicle. Again, this one is MSRP of $35,000, so not a ton of money compared to what else is going on out there. And then don't forget, since this has this new layout that Honda came out with just last year in the Civic and the Fit, and again also in the HR-V, this layout allows you to download navigation, and nobody else has that going on. And what that means is, if you have an Apple product, you can actually spend $60 to download an app, and the app actually is factory navigation, and then you simply plug in an HDMI cable, and you can pinch and scroll and do all the things that you would do with factory navigation. In fact, most factory navigations don't allow you to do that sort of thing, but the downloadable one does. And so, again, a modest price, and for a neat feature like that, the EX level allows you to do some things that more typically are only found in like a top-of-the-line, most expensive version of the car. So tons of space, it drives beautifully, has lots and lots of power. It does not have a CVT transmission, so the acceleration is excellent on this car. And then again, that very, very impressive fuel economy. A great car that we're super excited about here at Honda. I'm sure all Honda dealers across the country are thrilled to see the new Pilot show up, as are we. Now, this is the EX model. It's the first one in the region, and so we're going to be seeing some more different equipment packages and what have you over the coming weeks and months, and we'll make sure that we showcase those for you and let you know all about them. If you have any questions about this car or what's coming in here at Honda of Seattle, please don't hesitate to give me a call. My name is Joe Tunney here at Honda of Seattle. You can reach me directly at 206-382-8800, or just drop me an email at joet@hondaofseattle.com.